This month on Images. Join the party with enthusiastic students kicking off fall semester. Face fear and anxiety a different way at an art exhibit. And hear the story of a nursing student's career path, from night classes to director at a top hospital. All of that and more on this edition of Images.
Hi, I'm Rio Omaria, admissions representative at College of DuPage. Welcome to Images, the show that keeps you up to date with everything happening here at COD.
Fall semester is underway, and from the very first weeks of school, the energy on campus has been amazing. A clear sign the 2018-2019 academic year promises to be another great one. Just take a look at some highlights from this year's Chaparral Days, an annual series of welcoming events full of games, music, giveaways, free food, and much more.
Chaparral Days is 2 full weeks, the first 2 weeks of school, and it's just a bunch of events that we have to welcome our students here at College of DuPage. So we've got roller skating, we've got inflatable game day, the student light fair. It's a lot of cool stuff.
Coming from high school here, it's a bigger environment. It just helps you kind of settle in, get to know everybody, and it's just like a friendly first week.
The activities help to welcome you, especially when you're new.
I feel like this is a great opportunity for students to get more exposed to like what COD has to offer.
I really think the importance of Chap Days is to get our students, new and returning students, just welcoming back and accustomed to what we have at the College of DuPage. Something new is happening every semester that we want to share with students, and I think this is our opportunity to do that for them.
Really, when going to college, it's really about the connections and the relationships you're going to build. And especially in such a large campus, things can oftentimes feel very disconnected, but when you start getting involved with a lot of different organizations, that's when you're able to really start to establish sort of that kinship and companionship.
All of our students and staff, faculty, and parents too can find all of our events online through social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Our handle is COD Student Life. They can also look at our student portal, which is ChapLife, so chaplife.cod.edu, and the Office of Student Life's org page. They can find all of our events posted there too.
What does College of DuPage have to offer you? In a word, opportunities.
You name it, chances are you can study it here. College of DuPage offers over 230 degree and certificate programs. Associate degrees can be completed in 2 years when attending as a full-time student. Associate degrees allow students to transfer to another institution to continue their education or enter into a specific career field. Certificates of completion are offered for a variety of in-demand occupational and technical careers. With our 3+1 programs, it's possible to earn a 4-year degree from an area university without ever leaving the College of DuPage campus. No matter what you study, students at COD learn from the best with the one-on-one personal attention made possible with small classes. Experts in their field, our award-winning faculty are passionate about teaching and dedicated to your success.
The National Travel and Tourism Week reception is a fundraising event benefiting College of DuPage Hospitality Student Scholarships. Partnering with DuPage Convention and Visitors Bureau, the cooperative event not only showcases local travel and hospitality sources and opportunities, it is also a real-life capstone learning experience for hospitality students enrolled in an advanced meeting and event planning course.
This event is the National Travel and Tourism Week reception, put on by our class in conjunction with the DuPage Convention and Visitors Bureau. It provides our students the opportunity to work on a real-life event that we can invite our community members to and really embrace the travel and tourism that we've provided in the DuPage County area. The nice part about this event is that we've partnered with the DuPage Convention and Visitors Bureau, so it's a real life event where they're running into problems and they're trying to solve them and really make the event a success. So they've really benefited from being able to oversee that type of an event, and they'll be able to utilize a lot of what they've learned as they work in the industry and utilize those skills. In my class, the students were in the Advanced Meeting and Event Planning course, which is their capstone meeting planning class. They've had the responsibility of planning this event from the beginning in terms of the theme and all of the planning directly with the Convention and Visitors Bureau up until today's event. We also incorporated 3 other classes, so these are all the advanced capstone classes. One is our culinary class, another is a wine class, and our restaurant service and sales class. So the 4 classes work together to plan tonight's event. The culinary class had the responsibility of planning the menu for the event. We provided them with the theme, which is DuPage County Travel Then and Now, and they ran with it and they picked all the menu items and worked on the recipes and worked on all the food and are actually cooking it for the event. The wine course then had the responsibility of pairing all the wine with those specific food items that were chosen by the culinary class. And then our restaurant management class is responsible for helping us oversee tonight's event in terms of the restaurant, serving the food and cleaning up and things like that.
So for this class, we're planning a fundraiser with the DuPage CVB, and we're bringing in their members, and they are bidding on all of our silent auction baskets, and we're raising money for the Hospitality and Culinary Center scholarships. So the theme this year is for National Travel and Tourism Week, so we thought to pull together from old DuPage and what is now, so now it's Do More DuPage. So we have a lot of cute old travel furniture, and we're going to pull those together and create the event and use those to highlight all the travel people that are coming from the CVB. So my team members, we reached out to all the community members and we got $7,000 in donations, and all the other group members were working with the CVB for setup as well as reaching all of their members for marketing. One of the hurdles we had to jump was we got the wrong list from the CVB, so instead of our invitation going out to 1,000 people, it only went to about 150, and we found that out about a month ago. So after a while of planning, we actually had to call each person individually to invite them. It gives you real life experience because there's a lot more things to consider than just sitting in the classroom talking about it. You have to think about the weather and if people are actually going to show up, because if you're just planning and talking about it in class, you're just assuming that everyone's actually coming. I think before I had planned events, but mostly it was just me and one other person doing it. And when it's a class of 15 people, everyone has to be on the same page. So it's a much wider scale, similar to working for a large company.
My name is Guillermo Gutierrez. I'm in the wine and food pairing class, which is the capstone class for the certificate. So basically, in this particular class, we pair the wines that are going to be served in the individual events with the meals. So on a weekly basis, we sample several wines and we identified which are the ones that will go better with whatever the chef is going to be serving the next week. When you pick the wines with the meal, you're trying to make sure that there's going to be a balance or counterbalance. What we have normally done is we try to step out of our comfort zone. People normally are expecting Chardonnay or Pinot Noirs or Cabernet Sauvignon, where we actually picked wines that are more unique, wines that you can find around. Or you have to learn not only about the wines, but also about the food, the textures, the flavors, to make sure that there's going to be a link between the two of them. So we have to make sure that we're able to adapt with the wines that we have, or if we don't have them, to come up with something that's going to work effectively. Well, I think that the fact that there's 3 different groups participating, I believe there's people from the culinary and service area, and we have the people from the convention or hotel management, as well as my group, which is the wine group. really shows that people can come together and do something together with significant coordination, even though we haven't met.
For this event, we, after service one day, we went home and did research on DuPage County then and now. And what was interesting that I found was a lot of the stuff that was popular back then is still popular today, like hamburgers. We made a trio of salad that was fun and delicious. And of course, Chicago hot dogs. We all know that for our Chicago sports. Our class had to work with the front of the house. The front of the house had to work with the wine class, and the wine class had to work with the events and marketing class. So with the four of us, we had to collaborate and bring this whole production together. Communication is huge. With the four classes, we had to collaborate and make sure everything was done accurately, on time, and have everything prepped for the event. I think it went fabulous. I really think the food came out well. This is a great event. It really prepares you for the future. Serving this many guests, 200 plus guests today, so really prepared me if I wanted to open up a catering company or wanted to do some kind of huge event like this. It was a wonderful experience. I like the partnership that we've had with the DuPage Convention and Visitors Bureau. It's different than other events that we've done in terms of our meeting and event planning classes, and this really sets it apart from other ones that we've done in the past, which is beneficial to the students, and it also helps solidify the relationship the college has with the community. I hope that the guests really see how the students learn in our classes and what they take out of them. They'll be able to really see what each student did and really understand what the college provides for the student learning experience. I hope that students have learned that event planning is never an easy process. There's always going to be hurdles that they have to overcome or problems that they have to correct so that the event is successful. Nothing's ever easy, and hard work pays off.
To learn more about College of DuPage's culinary, hospitality, and tourism program, visit their pages on the web at cod.edu.
Whether you're planning on transferring to a four-year institution, studying to earn a degree or certificate for a specific career, sharpening job skills, or taking classes just for fun, College of DuPage truly has something for everyone. And it happens here. The main campus is amazing. If you haven't walked around yet, make a point. That's a must-do.
College of DuPage has been working hard to make its campus the place to be with many brand new buildings and upgraded facilities. State-of-the-art instructional centers for health sciences, culinary and hospitality, technical fields, computing, and homeland security are all equipped with the latest technology for specialized education and careers.
Coming up next, the Cleve Carney Art Gallery's season opening exhibition features uniquely collected works, all drawing upon a challenging source for inspiration.
For this exhibition on anxiety, we're really excited to have a guest curator, Gwendolyn Zawicki, who's put together this wonderful painting exhibition that really highlights how different artists, different people are dealing with this constant low-grade anxiety that many of us feel in our everyday life.
The title for On Anxiety came from Fear and Trembling, from Soren Kierkegaard, who wrote beautifully about anxiety and how it permeates everything that we do. The artists in this exhibition, I think, are confronting anxiety through the act of painting. And I would say that they fall into one of three categories. They're feeling anxious about family and personal relationships. Their anxiety comes from financial or career-related decisions, and also health and well-being. The composition of a lot of these paintings produces anxiety. Specifically, Celeste Rapone's painting features a woman holding a knife dangerously close to her eye. The painting itself, the composition, evokes anxiety. Brandy Twiley grew up in rural Oklahoma. When she was a young kid, her childhood home burned to the ground. Brandy's paintings in this exhibition are made from school portraits of her siblings and herself. The portraits look damaged because they were. There's smoke damage and moisture damage, and she recreated that fire damage in the paintings. The paintings themselves, there's something really haunting and sad about them. The children themselves look sad. They're not the typical like smiling, beaming self-portraits. Brandy and her siblings were aware of being different at school. I think it all is reflected in their expressions. There is a lot of figuration in this show, and I believe painters are returning to figurative work. Figuration is so relatable and it's so eye-catching. It really grabs you. The return to figuration, I think, comes in several ways. Sometimes it's playful. Sometimes it's hard realism. And I think the artists in this exhibition experiment with a variety of styles.
I've been aware of her work as a curator and artist in Chicago. She presented this proposal to the gallery. It was really clear to me that this would be a great match and a great opportunity, not only to do a project with her, but also with some of the amazing artists in the show.
Really, I'm trying to curate the shows that I wish someone else would curate. And the shows that I do are very painting heavy. Gender parity is very important, and all of the shows I curate are at least 50% female artists. And it's not something that I set out to do intentionally, but that just happened organically. There's so many talented female artists working right now that it's almost impossible not to curate a show that's at least half women.
The Cleve Carney Gallery, we're always trying to continue our tradition, highlighting prominent and important female contemporary artists. So it just really made sense with someone with the kind of awareness and vision of Gwen to bring her in to continue to add to our tradition.
I hope that students will come in and see this show and identify with not just the work but also the styles of painting, and to find inspiration and see work that they can look at and say, oh, I want to make paintings like that. Or to say, I didn't know you could make paintings like that. I didn't know that I could make personal paintings about my own life and that other people would care and want to see them.
For more information about the Cleve Carney Art Gallery, as well as other visual arts offerings at the Mackinac Art Center, visit their webpages at atthemac.org.
I'm here to tell you how College of DuPage fits into your plans, your life. First of all, who are we? College of DuPage is a community college serving most of DuPage County, as well as portions of Will and Cook counties. There are 48 communities in our district, but students come from all over, even internationally. Each semester, there are about 30,000 students enrolled at College of DuPage, making us the second largest provider of higher education in the state. Don't worry about getting lost in the numbers, though. Unlike other large institutions, the average class size is still small, and students really appreciate the one-on-one personal attention from their instructors.
What will your story be? A simple question with so many possibilities. For Kim Armour, attending a local and affordable community college allowed this young mother to take night classes and begin her career journey, from nursing student to Director of Operations at Northwestern Prentice Women's Hospital, one of the nation's most respected women's care centers. This is her story.
Hey you guys, everybody having a good day? I have some visitors with me from the College of DuPage. where I went to school. So we're just out doing basic video footage. Yeah, so what's my story?
My name is Kim Armour. I am the Director of Operations for the Women's Health and Neonatal Division here at Northwestern Prentice Women's Hospital in Chicago, Illinois. And I have responsibility for approximately 11,300 deliveries of babies, along with a really strong neonatal program here. So my typical day here at Northwestern Prentice is checking in with all the units of service, making sure that we have all the nursing care providers and physicians and other staff needed. Meeting with the management team. I have 10 managers that work in our clinical operation areas, and making sure they have supplies and that the patients and their families have their needs being met, and that everyone's kept safe. I can tell you that when I was a new young nurse coming out of College of DuPage, that I knew of Prentice Women's Hospital, and it was kind of in your mind like untouchable because they had this national reputation and you're like, whoa, like that's pretty big. So to be a director here and running such a large program, it's one of the top 3 typically in the nation, is really awe-inspiring. Gaining people's trust and respect that they really believe that you know what they need and that you're going to be there and have their back. And I think it's really just an honor. I mean, there's moments where it can be really overwhelming and you just have to remind yourself to breathe and think about the resources you have and get the right people involved. But overall, it's a huge honor. So I'm really fortunate in my career to have had a lot of people open doors for me and support the fact that I started an associate degree program at College of DuPage, which was so valuable. As a young mother at 19, I needed to be able to go to school locally, and having a school local that was affordable but had a really fabulous local and national reputation was really important to me. And the other part of it that was really great was I could take some night classes so I could still work during the day. So I was very fortunate to have the College of DuPage so close to home. I would say that like my experience at College of DuPage was really fabulous because I met a lot of different people from a lot of diverse backgrounds. And for the faculty, like they were fabulous. Like you could go by the nursing office and just sit and talk to like, you know, the program director, and was just really wonderful because these are the people that encouraged you and opened doors, not only for your professional life, but also in the way you thought. And I think that all the courses, whether you were taking gen ed courses or you got into your specialty, like for us with nursing, you really made a lot of really wonderful friends that, you know, have been your friends for life in the faculty and in the students. I'm really proud of the College of DuPage because I think that when you choose your college to start at, junior college in your community has access to many of those things, and in some ways the foundation may even be deeper to the things that you're aspiring to. Because when you go to a big top-tier school, suddenly you become a very little fish in a very big pond. But when you're at a junior college such as College of DuPage that has national ranking, you have access to all those things and your future. You have a home base that you will always come back to in your community. And the fact is that the educational level and preparation may even be better on the student and faculty ratios and the availability to manage to your learning. So it's a fabulous school and a fabulous program of faculty and educational opportunities and learning for now when you're there, but also to help link you to your future.
What will your story be? Discover it at College of DuPage. For more information about enrolling and taking advantage of all that COD has to offer, please contact the admissions office. Visit them on the web at cod.edu or give them a call at 630-942-2380.
College of DuPage wants you to succeed both inside the classroom and out. Your studies are important, no doubt. So is discovering yourself by meeting people, making new friends, getting involved, and having fun. Oh, hey, Chappie! We've got you covered on both ends with plenty of resources to help make the most of your time.
And have an awesome college experience.
Being a well-rounded student, like anything else, is a healthy balance between work and play. When it's time to be serious about your work, our library is stocked with everything you need, plus comfortable spaces for individual and group study. Need a little extra help with your homework? The Learning Commons offers assistance in math, writing, reading, and speech, as well as options for tutoring and preparing for placement exams.
Next, we'll meet with a recent motion picture television graduate currently writing the script to her story.
I'm Sarah Tiscata. I just finished the motion picture television program here at COD. I'm currently now a student at Columbia College in Chicago. However, COD will always be the place that started my passion for television, and I can't wait to see where my education takes me in this industry. I'd love to do late night television, any of the talk shows. I'm a huge fan of The Ellen Show. I was on The Ellen Show last year. I filmed a video here to get Ellen's attention in our control room here and stuff, and it aired on her show.
This first one is from Sarah in Wheaton, Illinois.
Hi Ellen, I'm Sarah Tiscata. I'm your biggest fan from Wheaton, Illinois, and I'm 19 years old. You can go on and on why I deserve to sit in that skybox, but honestly, I'm more concerned about helping you. See, if you brought me to LA, you wouldn't have to buy any of your crew members gifts. I'm a television production major, and I can take over any role you need. Merry Christmas, Andy. I've got floor directing down for you. Merry Christmas, Ed and Mary. I've got the control room under control.
That was great. You seem...
Through COD, I had the unique experience of exploring Los Angeles through the American Pavilion. It was super exciting. I got to see a ton of the shows and stuff and meet with producers and directors and writers. And one of the nights I got to watch a taping of Jimmy Kimmel Live from the control room with the executive producers. I actually teared up in there, and I was trying really hard to hold it back, but it was just one of those moments. It was this is where I want to be. This is it. COD is a good place to get your feet wet if you're not completely sure, if you don't want to go and just shell out the $60,000 to go to one of these film schools, and taking the same exact classes here with some of the same exact professors that are teaching at these colleges, and you're getting the same exact education. And then once you figure out this is what I want to do, then we have these awesome transfer agreements, and you just transfer out and you finish the programs.
Student-athletes enjoy a winning tradition at College of DuPage, with one of the most successful community college athletic programs in the nation. The Mackinac Arts Center is not only home to students studying the arts, but it's also the place to catch a performance. There's theater, music, dance, art galleries, and more. If exercising and staying in shape is a part of your routine, check out Chaparral Fitness in the Physical Education Center, with free memberships for full-time students. COD is not a place where you have to just go to class and then go home. And seriously, who would want to?
Images is your program keeping you connected with the exciting events and interesting people that make up COD's vibrant community. Be sure to tune in every month to catch the latest and watch past episodes on demand at cod.edu. That's it for our program. I'm Rio Almaria. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.